The Britain of the early 1960s was a nation on the move. New motorways were spreading across the landscape, British industry was booming, and a growing class of successful professionals was on the rise. In this era, the car you drove spoke volumes about your place in society. For ambitious Britons, nothing said success like an elegant, powerful luxury car. These were the masterpieces of their day, hand-built saloons and grand tourers that combined engineering finesse with exquisite craftsmanship. In this video, we count down 10 British luxury cars of the 1960s that owners loved, cars so beautiful and desirable that their owners would have been heartbroken to lose them. Number 10. Wolseley 6110. The Wolseley 6i110 was a spacious four-door saloon launched in 1961 by the British Motor Corporation. Under the hood sat a big 2.9-litre straight-six C-Series engine, tuned to about 120 horsepower. It delivered smooth, effortless power for the era, and Wolseley even offered an optional overdrive or fully automatic transmission for relaxed cruising. Inside, the 6i110's cabin was finished in true executive style. Deep pile carpets, polished walnut veneer on the dash, and real Connolly leather upholstery on the seats. The dashboard featured a full set of instruments in with trim, and even options like air conditioning or power steering were available. The Wolseley 6i110 quickly earned a reputation as a comfortable, refined road car. Successful business owners and managers appreciated that it rode softly and felt substantial, yet it cost noticeably less than its Rolls-Royce and Bentley rivals. In short, the 6i110 offered prestige and polish on a budget, making every owner feel quietly proud behind the wheel. Number 9. Humber Super Snipe MKIV. The Humber Super Snipe was one of Britain's grandest executive cars. By the late 1950s, it had grown into a full-size saloon with classic late 50s styling, long bonnet, 3 abreast bench seats, and a hint of Chrysler-inspired flair. Under its hood, the Series 4 carried a 4.1-litre blue ribbon straight-six, producing about 113 to 120 brake horsepower. This big six gave the car strong, torquey performance. The Super Snipe could easily cruise at over 90 miles per hour, but owners didn't buy it for speed alone. Inside, the MKIV's passenger compartment was sumptuously furnished, a wood and leather cockpit as one right to put it. Thick Connolly leather covered the seats and door panels, and burr walnut trim adorned the dashboard, door caps, and folding picnic tables in the rear. In a nod to luxury, Jones Brothers even built 4 open-top versions for royal use. Humber advertised the Super Snipe as a flagship roots mobile, essentially the poor man's Bentley, yet still dripping with style. It was a sort of car that a department head or government official would choose for executive duty. Buyers liked it because for a given price it offered huge size, generous power, and classic British craftsmanship, even if it sipped fuel greedily. It wasn't just a car, it was a statement of authority and elegance on Britain's motorways. Number 8. Vanden Plas Princess 3-litre. Badged simply Princess, this flagship saloon was produced by coach builder Vanden Plas on BMC's A99 platform. Introduced in 1959 and rebranded Vanden Plas Princess in 1960, it was a British attempt at a homegrown luxury saloon. The Princess shared its heavy Pininfarina-style body with the Austin A99 and Wolseley 6i110, but its engine was a 6-cylinder 2.9-litre C-Series tuned to about 108 horsepower initially. This gave respectable motorway pace, similar to the Wolseley's, though not sports car fast. The real magic was inside. Every Princess 3-litre came lavishly appointed in Vanden Plas tradition. Thick Connolly leather covered the seats and door panels, and rich burr walnut faced the entire instrument panel, door caps, and a large center console. The carpets were deep pile, and even a fold-down picnic table or screen partition could be fitted at extra cost. Buyers loved the Princess not only for its stately looks, but because it felt so elegant and exclusive. It looked far more expensive than its BMC badge or price tag would suggest. In its day, the Princess 3-litre was seen as one of the most refined BMC products ever, a car you could arrive in and immediately put people in mind of a Rolls-Royce. That sense of traditional luxury made it a sought-after cruiser among company directors who wanted comfort without flashiness. Number 7. Daimler Majestic Major. Daimler's Majestic Major was a huge hand-built saloon that embodied old-school British luxury. Unveiled in 1958, it combined Edward Turner's mighty 4.5-litre V8 engine with Daimler's traditional craftsmanship. The big V8 produced strong torque and could hustle this 2.5-ton car past 100 miles per hour with ease. Inside, the majestic Major was sumptuously trimmed. Early versions used hand-finished burr walnut veneer on every surface, dashboard, doors, parcel shelf, and even fold-out picnic tables in the back, paired with soft Connolly leather seat coverings. Buyers of the majestic Major were often upwardly mobile professionals who wanted something properly built, a car that spoke of prestige more than performance. They appreciated Daimler's reputation for comfort, wide, cushioned seats, lots of leg and headroom, and extras like multiple courtesy lights and even cigarette lighters at each armrest. Because only about 1,100 of these V8 Majors were made, they were rare on the road. But owners treasured their exclusivity. Driving a majestic Major meant plush refinement. There was power to merge onto motorways, but it came with an ultra-quiet ride and gentlemanly solidity. In short, the majestic Major was a Daimler masterpiece of its age, a super luxurious limousine in a bespoke package. Number 6. Jaguar Mark X. The Mark X was Jaguar's own flagship saloon when it debuted in 1961. It looked radically modern for its day, slab-sided with an upright, slightly forward-leaning grille and 4 round headlamps. But under the skin it was pure Jaguar, unitary construction and independent rear suspension, and it shared a lot with the E-Type underneath. The Mark X came with a 3.8-liter XK straight-six, which pushed out well over 220 brake horsepower in triple carb form. That power gave the big Mark X performance on par with fast saloons, while the 4-wheel disc brakes and suspension meant it could handle surprisingly briskly for a 4,200-pound car. Inside, the cabin was spacious and sumptuous. The dashboard and door tops were covered in polished walnut trim from end to end, and the seats were trimmed in buttery Connolly leather. The rear seat was very wide, often with folding center armrests and a picnic table option, making it perfect for chauffeur comfort. Even the roof lining was cloth-covered for extra luxury. Jaguar advertised the Mark X as a car for company directors or His Excellency the Ambassador, and it did attract dignitaries and movie stars. Yet despite its size, it was a true Jaguar in spirit. It had a top speed around 120 miles per hour and could sprint to 60 in under 12 seconds. Critics hailed it as a bargain, giving Silver Cloud performance for less than half the Rolls-Royce price. Why people liked the Mark X was obvious. It was big, elegant, and fast, the ultimate blend of sports car excitement and limousine luxury. The feeling of pouring along in smooth silence while wearing fine leather and what all around was genuinely special. Many owners said it felt like driving a trophy. Arriving in a black Mark X toned heads, and the car's forward-looking design presaged decades of Jaguar styling. In short, the Mark X was a true British masterpiece, massive, stylish, and impeccably finished inside and out. Number 5. Rover P5B Coupe. Taking the 5th spot is a Rover P5B Coupe, introduced in 1967 by Rover. The P5B was one of Britain's finest executive cars and quickly became a favorite among government officials and business leaders. Under the bonnet sat a smooth 3.5-liter aluminium V8 engine, licensed from BIC. It delivered effortless performance, quiet cruising, and excellent torque for long motorway journeys. Inside, the cabin reflected traditional British craftsmanship. Leather seats, polished walnut veneers, thick carpets, and generous rear legroom gave passengers a first-class experience. Owners admired the P5B for its comfort, dignity, and understated appearance. However, maintaining such a luxurious car wasn't always easy. Electrical faults, aging components, and the cost of servicing meant ownership could become expensive over time. Even so, the Rover P5B remains one of Britain's most respected luxury saloons and a true symbol of executive success during the 1960s. Number 4. Jensen CV8. Introduced in 1962 by Jensen Motors, the Jensen CV8 was unlike almost anything else on British roads. Its bold styling divided opinions, but beneath the unusual bodywork was a remarkably capable Grand Tourer. Under the bonnet was a powerful Chrysler V8 engine, available in several sizes throughout production, providing impressive acceleration and relaxed high-speed cruising. Inside, the cabin featured leather upholstery, with trim and comfortable seating designed for long-distance travel. Owners loved the car's performance and exclusivity. Yet the fiberglass body required specialist repairs after accidents, and replacement parts could be difficult to obtain. Fuel consumption was also high, making the car expensive to run even by luxury standards. Despite these drawbacks, the Jensen CV8 proved Britain could build fast and luxurious grand touring cars capable of competing internationally. Number 3. Aston Martin DB6. Few British cars captured elegance quite like the Aston Martin DB6. Introduced in 1965, the DB6 became one of Aston Martin's greatest achievements. Under the bonnet sat a 4.0-litre straight-six engine producing strong, refined performance. Buyers could also choose a more powerful Vantage specification for additional performance. Inside, the DB6 featured beautifully crafted leather seats, polished wood trim, quality instruments, and improved rear accommodation compared with the earlier DB5. Owners admired its combination of speed, luxury, and handcrafted quality. The DB6 became a favorite among celebrities and successful businessmen. Unfortunately, ownership often came with high servicing costs. Hand-built construction meant repairs required specialist knowledge, and replacement components were expensive. Even today, maintaining a DB6 demands significant investment. Yet for many enthusiasts, every pound is worth it because the DB6 remains one of Britain's finest grand touring cars. Number 2. AC428 Frua. Introduced in 1965, the AC428 Frua was one of Britain's most exclusive grand touring cars. It combined British engineering with elegant Italian styling, creating a luxury coupe unlike anything else on the road. Beneath its beautifully sculpted body sat a powerful 7.0-litre Ford V8, producing effortless performance and relaxed high-speed cruising. Inside, buyers were treated to handcrafted Connolly leather seats, polished walnut trim, deep carpeting, and exceptional attention to detail. Every car was largely built by hand, giving the Frua an exclusivity few rivals could match. Its graceful proportions, long bonnet, and clean flowing lines earned admiration wherever it appeared. However, its extremely high price placed it beyond the reach of most buyers, while its handcrafted construction made production slow and expensive. As a result, fewer than 90 examples were ever built, making it one of Britain's rarest luxury grand tourers. Today, the AC428 Frua is remembered as a stunning blend of British performance and Italian elegance, securing its place among the most beautiful British cars of the 1960s. Number 1. Rolls-Royce Overshadowed. Taking the number 1 position is a car that perfectly represents both British excellence and the heartbreak that sometimes came with owning the very best. The Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow, introduced in 1965. The Silver Shadow changed Rolls-Royce forever. It featured modern engineering while maintaining the craftsmanship that made the company famous around the world. Under the bonnet sat the legendary 6.2-litre V8 engine, enlarged to 6.75 litres during production. It delivered effortless acceleration, near-silent operation, and remarkable refinement. Inside, the cabin showcased hand-finished walnut veneers, premium leather upholstery, deep carpets, and meticulous attention to detail. Everything passengers touched reflected traditional British craftsmanship. Owners loved the Silver Shadow because it offered unmatched comfort and prestige. Driving one meant joining one of the world's most exclusive automotive clubs. But that prestige came at a price. Its sophisticated hydraulic suspension and braking systems required specialist maintenance, and repairs could be extremely costly. Routine servicing alone often exceeded the running cost of ordinary family cars. Many owners discovered that buying a Silver Shadow was only the beginning of the financial commitment. Yet despite those challenges, the Silver Shadow remains one of the greatest luxury cars Britain has ever produced. It perfectly combined elegance, engineering, comfort, and timeless style. That is why it earns a number 1 spot on our countdown. Looking back today, these remarkable British luxury cars represent a fascinating chapter in automotive history. During the 1960s, Britain produced some of the world's most elegant, prestigious, and technically impressive automobiles. They were admired for their craftsmanship, smooth performance, and unmistakable character. Yet many owners also discovered that true luxury often came with demanding maintenance, expensive repairs, and unexpected reliability challenges. That combination of admiration and frustration is exactly why these cars became masterpieces that sometimes broke their owners' hearts. Today, many have become valuable collectors' classics. They appear at concours events, museums, and classic car shows across the world, reminding us of an era when British engineering and luxury stood proudly among the very best. Their stories continue to fascinate enthusiasts, proving that even imperfect masterpieces can leave a lasting legacy. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next journey through Britain's unforgettable motoring history.